Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna do some wood turning today, and I've got a couple of ash bowl blanks here, which I've just put a tenon on the bottom, and I'm going to turn both of these. The video will show one. I'm going to put some colour on it, that's going to be the video today. But before I actually start that, I wanted to just give a shout out to Skkrafts of Skkrafts. Many of you know Steve from the social media and his YouTube channel. If you've not seen the channel or not been over and had a look at the channel, I suggest you go over, have a look at the channel. There's some fantastic work. He does some really top class turning and colouring pieces, and does resin work, so he's a real good all-round turner. Pop over and have a look at his channel, and while you're there, subscribe. And he produces videos pretty well every week, and he does 2 lives a week on a Friday night and a Sunday lunchtime. So a really good channel. I strongly recommend you get over there to support him. But one of the things he's been doing over the last year or two is developing what's known as the buddy range. And if you look to the left there, this gives you some idea of what he produces. So he 3D prints chuck buddies, which are these items here, which you can put your chucks on. Keeps them all in a nice organised fashion, and various other things he produces for all your jaws, attachments, cold jaws, chuck keys and drive centres, live centres, everything that you really need around all the attachments for your lathe. There is something that he's made to keep it all in good order, so you're not scrambling around looking for stuff. So have a look at his range of products. It's the buddy range. He's just recently released some new items, so I'd just like to show you this one, which is a the sanding discs, which will go into here. He makes a bank of 4. This one is 80 grit, 120, 240 and 400 grit. But if you look just to my right here, he also does a bank of 3, which is 80, 120, 180, 240, 320 and 400. So you have a choice of a bank of 3, or you have a choice of 4. So they're available now on his website. He's just launched a new website, so it's going to be really worth popping over there and having a look. I'll put all the links to Steve's channel and his website in the description below the video. I just want to give Steve a shout out. I really do appreciate Steve's support to me and my channel, and I wanted to give him a little bit of exposure. So please have a look at this, and I'll get a couple of photos up at the end of the video so you can see in a bit more detail. But for now, I'm going to get on with the wood turning, so I'll catch you in a minute when I've got the pieces up on the lathe. Okay, so I've got the piece sanded up. I've sanded up to 400 grit, so hopefully that's going to be okay. I'm going to try something a little bit different in terms of what I use for colouring. I'm quite keen on intrinsic colours and the Joe Sonias, but I managed to get hold of some of these liquid draw Indian ink colours. I've not used them before, so it's going to be a little bit of an experiment. We'll see how they apply to the wood, but I'm hoping they're going to look all right. There's 10 colours in here altogether. There's a black and a green, blue, red, yellow, pink, orange, violet, brown and lemon yellow. So I'm gonna go with the black and the green on this occasion, and just see how that works out. So I'm going to apply the black first, and then once I've applied the black I'm going to sand it back, and then use the green over the top. Like I say, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'll give it a go and see what we can make of it. So I'm going to get some gloves on, and then we'll get underway. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to apply the black first, as I said. I'm going to try applying it with a pad of paper. I'm not sure if how that will work, but we'll give it a try. And the ink has been well shaken before I use it. I believe you can add water to this to tone down the colour a bit, but I'm not going to do that in the first instance. I'm just going to apply it neat from the bottle, and then we'll see. Once I've got the black done, we'll let that dry off, and then I'm going to cut that back, take some of that off, and hopefully the black will stay in the grain before we apply the green. So there we go, let's give it a try. Okay, so the black that I put on is dry now, so now I'm going to sand that back, and before I put the green on, so we'll get on and do that next. Okay, so I've got the green this time. It is quite a vivid green, so I'm just giving it a good shake, and once again I'm just going to pop a little bit on the paper towel and stand it there out of the way so it don't get spilt, and then just apply this over the top of the black. And Okay, so I think I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to let that dry off now, and then we'll come back when it's all dried and we'll put some sealer on. Okay, so I've allowed that to dry now. I'm quite happy with that. I've just put the boards on there to protect my lathe, and now I'm going to give it a coat of sanding sealer just to seal the colours in. I'm using a spray sanding sealer, and we'll get that coated up, let that dry off, and then we can work on a finish. So I'm not putting too heavy a coat on, I just want to put a thin coat on to start with, and we'll let that flash off and dry, and then we'll put on another coat once we've just knocked it back carefully, and then we can get on and decide what actual finish we're going to put on it, whether it's going to be a wax finish or whether we put some lacquer on it. Embellishing wax in this, I think that might just pick out this grain pattern a little more prominently, so I'm going to give that a go. Well, I'm really pleased with that. I think adding that embellishing wax has certainly picked out the grain pattern in there. So yeah, pleased I've done that now. So I'm just going to let that flash off a little bit. I'm going to give it another one more buff up, and then it'll be done, apart from the inside. So there we go. That's the outside finished. Just got my maker's mark to go in there. I'm going to leave this bit at the bottom natural. So the embellishing wax has really highlighted the grain there, as I said, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I'm going to mount this up on the chuck now and take out the middle. bowl, which is it's about 8 inches in diameter, just a natural wax finish on the inside, and on the other side I've put some Indian ink, black, and then I've rubbed that back and then put green on top of that, and then put some gold embellishing wax just to highlight and emphasize the grain. So hopefully you can see that it's come up really nice, so I'm really pleased with that. The inside, as I say, is just finished natural, but it's a nice little bowl. I am going to do another one. I'm going to select another colour from the range, so I've got reds, yellows, pinks, purples and orange, reds. So I'm going to pick another colour, or perhaps if you'd like to see a particular colour, leave a comment below and let me know what you think might go together. So that's the bowl. Don't forget, as I said at the beginning of the video, Skkrafts is doing the buddy range, so don't forget to go over and check him out, and also the new sand installations which are available now, so get over there and have a look at what he's got. One thing I didn't mention, that Steve Cavell, or Skkrafts as many people know him, has now become a distributor for Cling Sport abrasives, so you can get all your abrasive needs through Steve. It's all on the new website, so pop over there and have a look, and as I say, I'll drop the link in the description below the video. So that's about it from me for today. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and share the video, and until the next time, I'm going to say bye for now.